Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Blair and today I have a different video for you all. I am going to declutter my foundations. I have never done a declutter video, but I do really like to watch them on YouTube, and I definitely have enough foundations that I know some of them need to go. I recently went through my closet and tried to apply the Marie Kondo method. Does it give you joy? Does it spark joy? And I got rid of everything that the answer was no. And I kind of want to do that with my makeup, particularly with my foundations, because I have so many. Foundation and concealer are my two favorite makeup products to try, so I have accumulated quite a few of them. I think this might be kind of difficult for me. It wasn't hard for me to clear out my closet with the Marie Kondo method, but I'm much more attached to my makeup than I am my clothes. So we'll see how this goes. I've never done a declutter like I said, so hopefully you guys like this video. If you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you like declutter videos and I will continue to do them. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I am trying so hard to reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And definitely go follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. Let's go ahead and declutter some foundation. So I wanted to give you kind of an overview of how many foundations I have. I don't know how many. I guess I'm going to count them real quick. But I have a lot. I have the most foundations and concealers, like I was saying. So, yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Hopefully this won't be that difficult, but I have a feeling it might be if I can't eliminate things. But we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and count them, and I'll be right back, and I'll tell you how many of them we have. We have 52 foundations. 52 foundations. That is crazy. I've got to eliminate some of these. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to try to move through this as quickly as possible because I don't want this video to be an hour long, but here we go. I'm going to start out with an easy one. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is definitely a keep for me. I love this foundation. It's my most expensive foundation that I own. I only use this for special occasions, when I really want my makeup to look good, and when I feel like being bougie. This is the foundation that I will go for, so I will definitely be keeping this one. Another easy one. My Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I adore this foundation. I am so sad because everyone is saying that this is being discontinued, and I just can't believe it because this is one of my favorite everyday foundations. I love everything about it. I love the finish. It has SPF. This color is perfect. It has a big doe foot applicator that I personally really like. It looks so natural on the skin. I love this foundation, and I'm so sad. I actually do have another one of these in my vanity that's a backup that I bought of this, so I have two of these because I love it that much. I wear the shade LW2 for reference, so I'll put that one in the keep pile. Moving right along, we will do these two. These are my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundations. I have two. I have 3 warm and 4 warm. I like both of these shades, but usually I have to mix them to get my perfect shade. 3 warm in the summer is light, but then 4 warm is a little dark. So I mix them and get my perfect shade. I do really like these. I'll definitely keep them. These are not everyday foundations for me. They're very full coverage and not something I would reach for on a daily basis. I don't need that much coverage, but for the right occasion, I do think this is a beautiful foundation. Okay, moving on to some that I will be getting rid of. I know. This is the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation. Okay, this is 10 out of 10 expired. You can see how it's like separated. This was actually one of the first foundations I bought from TJ Maxx. This was back when I was really getting into makeup and I first started finding things like high-end brands at TJ Maxx. So I got this and I remember it was $12.99 and I thought, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. High-end makeup for $13 and I was so excited about it. I did really like this. I used it for a little while after I got it. I don't use it anymore, and of course I have two shades. I have fair and light. They are both definitely expired and I don't use them, so I am going to get rid of these. I think it's a pretty foundation, but I definitely do have some really pretty luminous lightweight foundations in my collection now that I like more than these, so I am going to be getting rid of these. This is the Physicians Formula Silk Foundation Elixir. This is going to be a tough one for me. I don't dislike this foundation, but I definitely reach for my healthy foundation over this one. One thing I really don't like about this is the applicator. It has a dropper applicator and you can see along the edges, it gets really, really messy. I don't like that about it, and I know that I'm always going to choose my healthy foundation over this one, so kind of hard to do, but I do think I'm going to get rid of this. I do think it's a pretty one if you like light coverage. It's very lightweight, and it gives, I would say, a very light medium coverage. I like it, but I can live without it, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Here we have the Laura Geller Filter First foundation. This is another TJ Maxx foundation. This I got more recently. I have only ever used this one time, and I did actually like it when I used it. I feel like I haven't given this one enough of a chance to say I don't like it and I don't want it. So I do think I'm going to keep this one. I used this in a TJ Maxx video back when I first started my channel. I did a full face of TJ Maxx makeup and I used this, and I actually did like how my foundation turned out in that video. So I do think I am going to hold on to this one. Revlon Colorstay. This is very old. I've had this for quite a while. It's been so long, I honestly do not remember what I think about this foundation. I am not even sure. Does it have an expiration? July of 2021 is what it looks like. So it's not expired. It's been months since I've used this. I don't remember disliking it, but I don't really remember my exact thoughts on it. So I think for now I'm going to keep this one. Just because kind of like that Laura Geller one, I don't know that I know enough about it to decide I don't want it. So I'm going to hold on to this one for now. Okay, this next one I will definitely be holding on to. This is a new one from Milani. It's the Screen Queen foundation. I love this one. I have used this in quite a few videos actually. I did a full review of this foundation. It comes in a really nice glass bottle with a pump. It's a really pretty natural luminous finish foundation. I would say it's also a light medium coverage, but it is so pretty on the skin. I love this. I will definitely be keeping this one. Moving right along, we're going to do the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I have the original, that's the matte finish, and then I have the new one, that's the dewy finish. So I loved the dewy foundation when I tried it. I did a full face of Wet n Wild and used this foundation, and I love this one. I remember when I tried the original, I didn't hate it, but it was definitely a little bit matte for me. I definitely prefer more of a natural kind of dewy finish, and this one is pretty matte. So of the two, I'm definitely going to get rid of the original and keep the dewy one. This one is really, really nice and pretty. This one also doesn't have as strong of a smell, in my opinion, as the original one. This foundation, when it first came out, was kind of known for its paint smell, and the dewy version does have that smell, but it's not as bad as the original one. So I will be getting rid of the original and keeping the dewy one. So I have to revise the number. I just forgot about this foundation. It was over on my vanity. So I actually have 53 foundations. So I have the Illuminating It Cosmetics CC Cream and the original. The Illuminating one I've had longer, and this one is the shade Fair Light. This one is the shade Light, and I love the finish of the Illuminating one, but this color does not work for me. The Fair Light shade is more of a pinky undertone, and I don't like pink undertones on me. I like a neutral to a warm undertone, so I will be getting rid of the Illuminating one. But I am going to keep the original. This is the shade Light, and it's much more of a neutral to warm undertone. I do actually like this foundation. The only thing is you have to use this sparingly. It is very thick, so if you use too much, you can definitely get a very cakey outcome. But if you use it very sparingly, it is really nice. It's quick, easy. It has a pump. I do really like it. So I am going to keep the original, and I will be decluttering the Illuminating one. Moving on to L'Oreal Pro Glow. I actually really like this foundation. I have two shades. Again, do you guys see a theme? I tend to buy two of everything. I really need to get rid of that habit, but I typically will do that just because I love to mix things. So I have 203 and 204. 203 is more of a warm tone. 204 is a little more neutral. I do really like these, so I will be keeping these. This foundation is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. I bought this foundation because right when I was getting into beauty YouTube videos, I started watching Tati, and at the time she was very into this foundation, and every video she wore this, I just thought her skin looked so beautiful, so I bought this. But this shade is way too light for me. This is 1N1, and it's also very, very old. I have used it quite a bit, but I do think I am going to get rid of this. I may repurchase it at some point in a better shade for me. It's also pretty matte, which I typically try to stay away from for the most part, but it is a pretty foundation, but I am going to get rid of this one. Moving on to Estee Lauder Double Wear. So I, again, have two shades of this. One of them is 1N1 and one is 1W1. Actually, they are both a little bit light for me, but the 1N1 really doesn't match me very well. I need a warm undertone in this one, so I will be getting rid of the 1N1, but I will probably keep the 1W1. I do actually like this foundation for certain occasions. It's definitely not an everyday foundation for me. I may actually order this in a better shade for me at some point because I do like it for the right occasion. So I am going to keep 1W1 and get rid of 1N1. Moving on to this Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup SPF 50. This one I like, but I never use this. I mean, I really don't. I never use it. And it is very similar to this new one from L'Oreal. It's the Age Perfect, except, well, actually, no, they both have SPF 50. I like the Age Perfect one better. The color matches me a little bit better, and I just overall like how this looks on my skin a little bit more than the Maybelline. I do like the Maybelline. It's not bad, but of the two, I would definitely choose the Age Perfect. So I will be getting rid of the Maybelline and keeping the L'Oreal one. Let's do another easy one. This is the Anastacio Luminous foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations of all time, so I will absolutely be keeping this one. I will definitely repurchase this when I'm out of it. It is a perfect medium coverage, luminous finish. This color matches me perfectly. It's the shade 200 Warm. I love this one. We'll definitely be keeping it. Okay, Too Faced Born This Way. If you saw my video where I used a full face of makeup I never use, this was the foundation that was in there. And before I filmed that video, I probably would have said I would get rid of this one, but I actually really liked how it looked in that video, and the only thing I can think of is I feel like maybe before I was using too much because I used a very small amount of this in that video and I really liked it. I have the shade Porcelain. I thought it looked pretty good on my skin. It is a pretty full coverage, so not for every day, but I did like it, so I think I'm going to hold on to this one. Next, we're moving on to the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. This one is actually a good shade for me. It's a lot better than the other Laura Mercier, the Flawless Fusion that we got rid of. This one is also not as matte as that one. It's definitely more of a natural finish. So this one I will be keeping. I do really like this one. Now we have the Colorpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I really love this. I wear the shade 6W. This is so nice if you like really light coverage. It's super moisturizing. This color is really nice for me too. And I really like to pair this with the Colorpop Pretty Fresh concealers for really light everyday makeup. So I definitely will be keeping this one. This foundation, the Binti Hydrating Foundation, I have never been able to get this to work for me, and I don't know why. I think it might even be the color. I don't know. It's too warm for me. It's like very yellow, and every time I wear it, I don't like it, and I can never reach for it. I don't think I'm going to use this. Even if I keep it and mix it, I don't think I'll use it. So I do think I am going to get rid of this one. I might try it again at some point, but I just could never make it work for me, so I am going to get rid of this one. Next, we have the new Neutrogena Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I love this. I did a full review of this and a bunch of the other new Neutrogena products, the concealer, the primer, and a bunch of other Neutrogena makeup too, and I really like this. This is very light coverage. Probably the lightest coverage of the tinted moisturizers that I have, but I do really like it. It's great for every day. It's good. Sometimes I wear this when I go to the gym and I want to put something on, but not much. I will typically put this one on. It does have SPF 30 as well, so really like this one. Next, I'm sure if you watch my videos, you will definitely know I will definitely be keeping this one. This is probably my favorite foundation out of all of them right now. I absolutely love this. The color is perfect. The coverage is perfect. It just looks really nice on my skin. I reach for this constantly. I took this to New York with me when I was there a few weeks ago, and this is the only foundation that I took. Definitely love this one and definitely will be keeping it. NYX Born to Glow. So this is very similar to the Anastacio Luminous foundation. I really like this actually. It's very glowy, obviously. It's called Born to Glow. It is also a really good color for me. I wear this a good bit actually. So I will be keeping this one. This is really good if you like medium coverage and you like more of a natural luminous kind of finish. You will love this. I actually have the concealer that goes with this, but I have not tried it yet, and I really need to do that because I really like this foundation. So I will be keeping this one. Okay, now we're getting into ones that are going to be kind of hard for me to decide. Okay, the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation. This I used in a video a while back. I ordered a bunch of makeup from Bobbi Brown and I used this in that video. And I actually really like this. I don't reach for it often, mainly because I don't reach for stick makeup that often. I don't know why, but I did like it. And I only have 2 stick foundations. This is one of them, and I do really like this. So I will be keeping this. I would like to use this more. So maybe I'll use this again in an upcoming video, but I did like it. It's a good medium coverage, natural finish, and the color is good for me, so I will be keeping this one. Okay, most of the ones we have left, I'm not certain of, so these are going to get kind of tricky. So the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation, this is one of those that I like it, but the color I can never get to work for me. Like, I have L2 and L3. L2 is pretty, I mean, I think it's more of a neutral, but it leans a little bit pink in my opinion. But then L3 is very, very yellow. And even, I want to say I've mixed them before, and even then I wasn't crazy about them. I'm torn with these. I really don't know, because I know this is a lot of people's holy grail. And Flower Beauty is kind of hard to find now. So I kind of want to keep these to play around with them some more. I don't know that I know enough about them to decide to get rid of them. So I think I may hang on to these for now, unless I change my mind. Maybe I'll put these over here. This over here will be the I'm not sure pile. Okay? Okay, Believe Beauty. This foundation I really like. Again, I have 2 shades of this. I have, let me see. I have the shades Nude and Linen. These I do really like mixed together. I don't think either of them is perfect for me, but when you mix them, they are a really good match. I do like this. It's a really nice natural finish, good coverage, and it's $5, which is amazing. I will be keeping these for sure. Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation. This is another one I'm torn about. I don't reach for this often, and I'm not really sure why, because it is my type of foundation. It is very luminous. It's almost, I've heard some people say it's a little bit oily on them, because it does have her argan oil in it. I do like it though, and I'd like to reach for it more, so I think I will be hanging on to this one, and hopefully we'll use this more, especially with summer coming. This is definitely more of a spring-summer foundation for me, so I think I will be keeping this one. Okay, this is the Clinique Even Better Glow Foundation. I actually do like this one. I never use it though, never use it. I got this quite a while ago. It does have SPF 15, which is nice. I have the shade Warm Neutral, which is Bone, and it's a very light coverage foundation. I would say it is light, maybe a very light medium, but probably more of a light coverage. The color is really nice for me though. It's kind of good if you're wanting, I feel like this would be a good one for mature skin. If you don't like a lot of coverage and you don't like anything very matte and drying, you'd probably like this foundation. I do think I am going to keep this one, and I will probably use it in an upcoming video. This is a good, again, spring-summer foundation since it is so luminous. So I am going to hold on to this one for now. Next we have, what is this called? The IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact Skin Transforming Full Coverage Solid Super Serum Foundation with SPF 50. This is another TJ Maxx foundation, and I used this once. I used it in a TJ Maxx video and it wasn't horrible, but I definitely wasn't in love with it and I have not reached for it since. So I am going to get rid of this one. It is a cream formula, so it's pretty thick and the color also doesn't look fantastic on me. And if I was choosing between this and the It Cosmetics CC cream, I would definitely choose the CC cream. So I will be getting rid of this one. Next we have NARS Sheer Glow. I do really like this foundation. The only thing I don't like about it is I hate that you cannot put the lid on it. It comes with no pump and then it has the lid, but then when you buy the pump, the lid doesn't fit anymore. So that's really annoying, but I do like this. It's a really pretty, again, very natural looking foundation. This color is really good for me, and I do actually wear this one, so I will definitely be keeping that one. Okay, next we have the Studio Skin 16-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation from Smashbox. When I first got this one, I really liked it, but I have not worn this in, I would say, at least a year, I'm guessing. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore this, and I don't even know how old it is, but I know I've had it for quite a while. So I am going to get rid of this one. I do actually kind of like this foundation though. If you like, this is pretty full coverage. It's also pretty thick, so if you don't like a full coverage, you probably wouldn't like this. But it's not bad. I just don't think I'm going to use this again, so I am going to get rid of this one. Okay, let's do the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. I really love this one. I haven't worn it recently, but I have worn this quite a bit since I got it, and I would definitely continue to wear this. I'm not crazy about the applicator. Like, you basically flip this little switch and you pump it out and it comes out. You're supposed to be able to just dip your Beauty Blender right in it, which is a good idea. I like the concept, but it does get kind of messy if you don't clean it really well every time. But I do like the foundation. It is more of a matte finish, which is different for me. Most of the ones I'm keeping are definitely more of a natural radiant finish. So I am glad to keep this one. I like it. I usually like my makeup when I wear this, so I will be keeping that one. The Osmosis, what is this called? Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. I've had this for quite a while as well, and this is another one that I like it, but it's not, I don't know, the color on me is a little bit too yellow. It's not horrible, and I might be able to mix it with something else, but I like the finish of it, but I don't know about the color, and I don't know if I'll wear this again. I wore it quite a bit when I got it, but that was a while ago, like over a year ago. I just don't know. I'm going to put this one over here with the Flower Beauty because I'm not sure about that one. These, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I really like these. Will definitely continue to wear this. I would say 420 is a better color for me, but I might keep 425 just because in the summer, if I get a little bit more color, I do think mixing a little bit of 425 with 420 would be good. This is a really great drugstore foundation. I would highly recommend this one. And it does have SPF 25. It comes in a really good shade range and it's very easy to blend. The coverage is good. The finish is pretty. Definitely want to keep these. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. Okay, let's talk about this one. This is the new Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. This one, I did a full foundation review of this on my channel, and it is my most viewed video. Probably because I was not crazy about this the first time I tried it, and I feel like there's something I'm missing because I've seen so many good reviews of this foundation. In that video, I didn't use a primer, and it's been a while, so I don't remember how I applied it or really anything. I do think it oxidized a little bit on me. I can't really remember that well though. I am going to keep this because I don't want to give up on it yet. I feel like maybe I should try applying it some different ways, try using a primer, maybe even try mixing it with something. I just wasn't sure about it, and my first impression was not fantastic, but I do want to hold on to it and maybe try it out again. I'm thinking of doing a video where I use a bunch of makeup that I bought and initially did not like it, and maybe trying it again. So I'm thinking of doing a full face of, I guess I would call it a full face of makeup I didn't like, but let's try it again or something like that. I don't know. Wasn't a huge fan, but I am going to hold on to it and we'll see what we think when I try again. The Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. I actually like this, but I truly never use this. I did actually like this. It's definitely expired at this point. I've had it for quite a while, but this is a really, really nice everyday foundation. It's so inexpensive, but this one, it looks like expired in 2019. So I'm going to get rid of this, but I actually would buy this again. If you like a cushion foundation, this is definitely a good one to look into. It does have SPF in it. It's not as much coverage as the Photo Focus foundations from them, but it's a really good, quick, everyday foundation in my opinion. So I might buy this again, but I am going to get rid of this one for now. Now we have the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation. I will be keeping this for sure. I will say this color that I have is number 4, Fair, and it is good for me in the summer, but it doesn't look the best on me in the winter. It's a little dark for me, but with spring and summer coming up, I'll definitely start using this again. But I really like this foundation. This is a very, very pretty natural foundation. I would definitely recommend this for mature skin. If you just want to basically lightly even out your skin tone, but you don't have anything major to cover, this is a really good one. I would definitely recommend that one. Okay, the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick. This is the other stick foundation that I own. I'm torn about this one. I've used this a few times and it's okay, but I don't love it. I don't know. I kind of want to keep trying it. I did see somewhere, I guess it was on Instagram, I saw on the Milk makeup page, somebody was applying this. I forget what they were using it with the Hydro Grip primer, and I've never actually tried it with the Hydro Grip primer, so it kind of made me want to do that. I don't know. I'm going to put this over with these Flower Beauty and Osmosis foundations. I really don't know about that. Now we have Revolution Makeup Conceal and Hydrate. This is a very pretty foundation. It's very hydrating. It has hyaluronic acid in it. This is the hydrating version of the original Conceal and Define, maybe. I forget what the name of it is. But this is the hydrating version. It's definitely more of a radiant finish. This color is good for me again in the summer. I have this shade F7. This one was kind of strange. I got this from Ulta, and Ulta did not get the full shade range of this foundation. If you go on Revolution's website, they have, I want to say like 50 shades of this foundation, but then on Ulta, they only have like 20. So this was the one that matched me the best. I don't know that it's my best shade match ever, but I do like it. And when I've worn it, I have liked how my foundation looked. So I will be keeping this. And again, I like to use this more. I would like to use this in an upcoming video as well. I do have the matching concealer too. So I do think I am going to hang on to this one. Okay, we're down to 5. So we're almost done. My throat's starting to hurt. I've talked so much, but okay. Next is the Revlon Candid Glow Foundation. So this again is the glow version of the original Candid foundation from Revlon. This one I do like. Again, this is a very light coverage. I actually thought when I got this it would give a little bit more coverage than it does, but it is very pretty. It's very natural looking. It's not heavy. This color is good for me. I like that it's a little bottle or a little tube, and it does have a pump. I will be keeping this one. This kind of reminds me of the NYX Born to Glow foundation, but with less coverage. So this is a good one for every day if you just want to even out your skin just slightly, but you're not trying to cover up a ton. This is a good one. You can also apply this with a sponge, your brush, or even your hands. This one you can actually blend in with your hands and it's really pretty. So I will be keeping this one. The Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. So this, again, is not an everyday foundation for me. I did a whole video on this one a few months ago, back when this first came out, and this is very, very matte and very, very full coverage. But it actually looked pretty good on when I wore it in that video, and I've worn it a few times. I actually do like this one. I think this is one of those I would keep just to wear when I really want a lot of makeup on. I really want a full face and I want it to last. I would not use this foundation every day, but it's a good one for the times when you really want your makeup to last and you want a lot of coverage. And this is a very good color for me. So I do think I'm going to keep this, even though it's not an everyday kind of foundation. I do kind of want to have this one in my collection. So I will be keeping this one. So the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. Okay, so this one is very similar to really a lot of them that I've kept. The thing about this one is it doesn't come in a great shade range. It only comes in either 5 or 6 shades, and there's no sunscreen in it. It truly is just a skin tint. So I don't know that I'll keep this. I didn't dislike it. I've worn it quite a bit actually, but compared to all the other ones that I'm keeping, I don't know that I love this one enough when I compare them to the other ones. So I think I will be decluttering this one. This is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation. This one is, let's see. This one is in the shade Warm Ivory. It does have SPF 15 in it. I have only ever worn this one time. I'm pretty sure I wore it for a video or I used it in a video. I can't remember, but I haven't reached for it since. I haven't even thought of it, honestly. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I just don't think, if I'm not reaching for it and I've forgotten about it, that's probably my clue that I should get rid of it, because I have so many foundations that I really love and I wouldn't even consider getting rid of them. So I do think I am going to declutter this one. Last but not least, we have the Unicorn Glow Hydrating Foundation. So this is the brand that is sold in CVS stores. It's relatively new, I think. I did a whole video testing out a bunch of this Unicorn Glow makeup, and this is actually a very pretty foundation. The texture of it kind of reminds me of the Bite Changemaker foundation. It's kind of a moussey texture, but it looks really nice on your skin. So I do think I will be keeping this, and yeah, I like this one. Okay, let's look at these last ones that I could not decide about. The truth is, if I'm questioning them, I should probably get rid of them. That's what Marie Kondo would say. So I think I'm going to get rid of this Osmosis one. I do like it, but the color, like even looking at it now, I can just tell it's very, very, very yellow. Like there's no neutral tone in this. It's straight yellow. So I don't think I'm going to wear this again. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Because I haven't tried this with the Hydro Grip primer yet, and I do like a lot of Milk Makeup products, I am going to hold on to this. I may end up decluttering it, but for now, I think I am going to keep this one. So I'm going to put this one over here. Last but not least, we have Flower Light Illusion. So these, like, I feel like when you look, you can really tell that L3 on the left is so yellow, and then L2 is pretty pinky. It's almost like there needs to be a shade in between. I don't know. I guess it's because their shade range really isn't fantastic, but the finish of this is so pretty. I do remember that about it. It's very, just what it says, luminous. It is very luminous. It kind of reminds me of the Anastacio Luminous foundation, the finish of it. I'm struggling with this one. It's SPF 18, which is so random. I'm going to keep these for now. I just don't think I can declutter them right now. I don't know enough. I need to try these out again. I do want to mix them again and see maybe if that will help. It's been so long since I've used them, I really can't remember, other than I do remember liking the finish. So for now, I'm going to keep these from Flower Beauty. Okay, so we eliminated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15, that's not bad. That's better than I thought I was gonna do. So that's it for today's video. Let me know if you like declutter videos. I hope this was interesting and not boring. I personally love to watch declutter, so I thought this would be a fun thing to do right now with everyone at home. I know a lot of us are cleaning out everything, so I thought it would be a fun time to do this foundation declutter video. So we did end up getting rid of 15 foundations, which I still have a lot of them, but 15 is better than none, so I'm pretty proud that I eliminated those 15. This was not easy for me to do, and now I'm kind of out of breath because I've been talking for so long, but I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and it would really help me out if you would subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Also, one last thing, make sure to go follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.